Hi, I'm Rose, web developer here at Boulder SEO Marketing. If you're a business owner trying to get found on Google and AI search, that's exactly what we do here. And today, we're talking about one of the most overlooked pieces of that puzzle, schema markup. What it is, why most sites are getting it wrong, and why it matters even more now that AI is completely changing how search results look. This isn't a beginner's intro. We're going to get practical, cover the mistakes we see constantly, and connect the dots between structured data and whether your content actually shows up in AI overviews. Let's get into it. Real quick, for anyone who needs the refresher, schema markup is structured data you add to your website's HTML. It tells search engines exactly what your content means, not just what it says. Think of it this way. If your website says open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, well, Google can probably figure that out. But when you use schema markup, you're not leaving that to interpretation. You're basically giving Google a clear guide. This is the local business. Here's the address, opening hours, and the phone number. No guesswork needed. The format we use to implement schema is called JSON LD. JSON LD is a block of structured code typically placed in the head of your HTML document or at the bottom of the body. Google officially recommends JSON LD, and it's the cleanest implementation from a developer standpoint because it's completely separate from your visible HTML. And the payoff, rich results, code snippets that Google may show in search. It can be reviews, FAQ, Q&A that are important for people to know more about your business, products and pricing, event information. These are all powered by Schema. Without it, Google might still show your page, but it won't stand out. No extra visual elements, just a plain blue link. For local businesses, especially, the difference can be dramatic. We work with businesses across Colorado, plumbers, landscapers, med spas, law firms, and the ones with properly implemented schema consistently show up with more visual real estate in the search results than the ones without it. Here's the thing. Schema markup has been around since 2011, and yet we still audit sites every week where it's missing entirely or worse, implemented incorrectly in ways that actively confuse search engines. Let me walk you through the most common mistakes we see. Mistake number one, missing schema entirely. Still the most common issue, business owners assume their platform handles it. WordPress with a generic theme, not automatically. You need to install a plugin. Shopify, basic stuff only. Well, if you're lucky. Modern websites using React or Next.js? Well, almost certainly not unless the developer specifically implemented it. Always verify using Google Rich Results, Test, or Schema Validator. Don't assume. Mistake number two, schema that doesn't match the page content. Well, this one gets sites into trouble. For example, a web page without FAQ but uses FAQ page schema, or the FAQ page schema info doesn't match the questions in the page. The schema type needs to reflect what's actually on the page. An article page should have article schema or blog posted schema depending on the content of the article. Product schema for product pages, service schema for service pages. Applying the wrong type, it sends mixed signals. Mistake number three, incorrect metadata placement. This is technical, but it matters. Google has confirmed that metadata signals, including certain schema implementations, need to be in the correct location in the DOM to be properly read. If your CMS or a JavaScript framework is injecting content in a way that moves your structured data into the body instead of the head, or renders it after the page loads in a way Google bot can't see, your schema might as well not exist. We always verify this in Search Console and with rendering tests. Mistake number four, incomplete required fields. Schema.org has required recommended, and optional fields for each type. We see sites that implement the schema type but skip half the required fields. For example, an organization schema with no URL, a local business with no address, a product with no name. Google won't generate rich results from incomplete schema, and they may flag it as an error in Search Console if we're going to implement it properly. Mistake number five, not validating after implementation. You implement schema, you deploy, you move on. 3 months later, you discover it's throwing errors in Search Console be- because a field was formatted incorrectly or a required property is missing. Build validation into your deployment process. Google's rich results test is free and takes 30 seconds, give or take. Use it every time. Now, here's where this gets really interesting and why we wanted to talk about schemas specifically in 2026. AI overviews are now appearing in significant percentage of Google searches. Perplexity, ChatGPT, Gemini, people are getting their answers from AI generated responses, not just clicking through websites. And the businesses showing up in those AI generated answers, they're not there by accident. AI systems are pulling from structured, clearly organized content. Schema markup is essentially you telling the machine in the machine's language exactly what your business does, where you are, what services you offer, what your customers say about you, and why you have authority. Here's a real example of how this plays out. We've seen AI overviews consistently pull business hours, service areas, and reviews from local business schema when answering queries like Best Plumber in Boulder. The business with clean, complete schema gets cited. The one without it don't, even when their website content is excellent. There's also the map pack angle. AI overviews are starting to replace or supplement the traditional local tree pack in some searches. The mitigation strategy our team uses, locations mentions throughout relevant pages, plus comprehensive local schema that reinforces what Google Business Profile is already telling Google. They work together. Schema on your website signals the same information as your GBP, and consistency between the two is a trust signal. This principle here is what we call generative engine optimization or GEO. Getting your content cited in AI search isn't just about writing good content anymore. It's about making your content structurally readable, clearly attributed, and explicitly organized so AI systems can parse it with confidence. Schema is a foundational piece of that. I'll say this directly. If you're not implementing schema, you're leaving an easy win on the table. It's one of the few technical SEO tactics where the effort to impact ratio is genuinely in your favor. Let me give you a practical breakdown of the schema types we implement most often for our clients and which ones move the needle. The first one here is local business and subtypes. This is non negotiable for any local service business. This tells Google your name, your address, your phone number, opening hours, service areas, and what type of business you are. Use the most specific subtype available, not just local business. For example, you can use plumber, dental clinic, law firm, landscaping business, whatever fits. The more specific, the better. FAQ schema, huge for visibility. FAQ schema can generate expanded FAQ dropdowns directly in the search results, giving you significantly more real estate without any extra click. This works well on service pages and blog content where you're already answering common questions. Just make sure the questions and answers on the page actually match what's in your schema. Review or aggregate rating. Star ratings in search results. If you have legitimate customer reviews, surfacing them through schema is one of the fastest ways to improve click through rate. Users see 4.5 stars next to your results. before they ever land on your page. That's a trust signal before the first click. Article and blog posting. For content heavy sites and blogs, article schema helps Google understand publication dates, authorship, and content type. This connects directly to EEAT experience, expertise, authoritativeness, trustworthiness. Attributing content to a real author with a knowable background is part of how Google evaluates the credibility of your content. Breadcrumb lists. Simple but underutilized. Breadcrumb schema tells Google your site's navigational hierarchy and displays it in the search result URL, making it easier for users to understand where a page sits within your site before clicking. Small detail, but it improves perceived professionalism in the search. Schema markup isn't glamorous. It doesn't get talked about as much as content strategy or link building, but it is foundational. And in an AI driven search environment, it's becoming a bigger factor in whether your business gets seen at all. The businesses we work with that are winning in both traditional search and AI search have a few things in common. Their technical foundation is clean, their content is organized and attributable, and their schema tells the same story their content does. No mixed signals, no missing fields, no outdated implementations. If you've been putting off an audit on your structured data, now is the time to do it. Start with Google's Rich Result Test and Search Console. Both are free. Check your local business schema, your FAQ schema, and make sure your metadata is actually landing where Google can read it. And if you want help with that, that's exactly what we do here at Boulder SEO Marketing. We work with local service businesses and B2B companies who want to get found on Google and in AI overviews. Our team handles the technical side so you can focus on running your business. I'm Rose, web developer here at Boulder SEO Marketing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Friday. Cheers!